Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Marina here and I am going to share with you today another mini album. This beautiful baby boy mini album measures 20.5 by 16.5 centimeters or 8 1/4 by 6.5 inches. On the first page I made an envelope which includes all these cutouts from the collection. I used photo mats using ivory cardstock and I stamped a small camera on them to show where to put the photo. These measure 10.5 by 15.5 centimeters and they are slightly bigger than a standard picture 10 by 15 centimeters because I wanted to have a nice border around the photo. And this album has 2 inserts for extra room. To make the base we need 3 pieces of medium weight chipboard and I am going to be using a white piece of cardstock to cover the album. I am sticking down the chipboards using liquid glue and I am leaving a small space about 5 mm between the covers and the spine. The chipboards I always use to make my albums have 1.5 mm thickness. I am using an embossing tool to make the paper fold more easily. And I am going to cut the corners, leaving a space about 3 mm. For this process you can use any glue you want, but I prefer to use double-sided tape for the part of the spine and liquid glue for the rest of the cardstock. I am going to be making the binding system and the pages. I burnish well with a bone folder all these 1.5 scored parts and I stick a double-sided tape. And now I am forming the pages like this. Now, in the way we used to stick the pages, we created a big insert on the top of the page. For this project I used a baby boy paper collection called Mommy's Hero by Scrap a Cup, which contains 8 double-sided papers and 2 with elements to cut out. For the 2 inside covers we need 2 pieces of blue cardstock 16 by 20 centimeters, and for the pages we need 4 pieces of blue cardstock 15.5 by 19.5 centimeters. Also, we are going to cut 2 scrapbook papers for the 2 inside covers that measure 19.5 by 15.5 centimeters and 4 pieces 15 by 19 centimeters to decorate the pages. Let's make the envelope. The sponge board comes with a sticker that has centimeters on it, and I am going to be making this one that measures 12.7 by 14 centimeters. For you who work in inches, You have to cut a piece of cardstock of your choice, 8 3/4 by 8 3/4 of an inch, and punch at 4 1/8 of an inch. For you who work in centimeters, you are going to cut a piece of cardstock 22.2 and punch at 10.5 centimeters as I am doing here. I am using a pencil to trace a line on where I want to cut my paper. Also, I need a piece of cardstock to help me create a small flap on the envelope. I hope that makes sense. I am stamping a camera using cool grey craft ink, which is permanent. Here I made a big side pocket. And I make a booklet to put it inside, and to keep it closed I'm using again magnets. On the last page I make a big pocket to hold a lot of pictures, and I am scoring only on the 3 sides as you see here. That was the tutorial for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!